What is going on, guys? Gaston right here, back at you with another video, and I'm super pumped because Sony Alpha Rumor just posted some real images of the Sony A7S3. Yeah, what a good time to be a Sony shooter, because this camera actually answers to a lot of the prayers that we've been asking for a while. Let's talk about it right now. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Gaston right here, and if you're new to my channel, I'm a photographer from Miami. I do gear reviews, tutorials, and behind the scenes, so if you like the content that you see around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this one. Now let's actually talk about these images, and I'm gonna pop one image right now. Now, one of the things that we've been talking about in this channel is that we are going to see a body very similar to a Sony A7R4, and this image is actually confirmed that. Now, we did a video a couple of days ago, and we posted some very low-res images. A lot of people say that those were actually fake images, but we can actually tell that basically what we were able to tell from those images is exactly what we're seeing right now in this high resolution images. So we're gonna have the same body of the Sony A7R4, and the main difference is going to be that now we're gonna have a dedicated movie record button that is going to be placed right behind the shutter release, and in place of the movie recording button where it was before, that's where the C1 button is going to be placed. So they're swapping places right now. So pretty good implementation, because the little tiny movie record button was always really hard to find and press. Now, the other thing that we know is that we are going to have for the very first time the flip out screen, and this is something that for a lot of people that have other cameras like Canon, Fuji's, not a big deal because cameras have been having flip out screen, but for us Sony shooters, it's a pretty big deal, guys, especially when we've been contemplating moving away from the system because we don't have a screen that can articulate. Now, I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, well, flip out screen are only for vloggers, and some of you commented that in one of my videos, but flip out screen are very useful when it comes to solo shooting, especially doing videos like this one, or when being at an event. I used to cover a lot of events before COVID-19, and one of the things that you really wish you have a flip out screen is when you have to put the camera very up high and trying to see if you're framing everything in place. Having a flip out screen is going to be crucial for that. And there's also another rumor, and we're gonna show this image. Also, Sony Alpha Rumors leaked this image right now, and it talks about the Sony A7S3 having a brand new menu. Now, this is actually also another great piece of information, and if this image is actually legit, this may be very groundbreaking for us Sony shooters, and like I mentioned before, other camera manufacturers have been doing it. But if you take a look at this menu, we've been talking about potential touchscreen capabilities in this camera, and one of the things that I mentioned in prior videos is in order for Sony to change the menu function to touchscreen capabilities, they would have to redesign the menu, because apparently right now it's not very user-friendly to tap onto those very narrow tabs and buttons. So if this is the case, we may have also touchscreen capabilities, and it looks a little bit similar like a Fuji menu where you have all the vertical items, you tap, and then everything else comes horizontally. So if this is the case, guys, I mean, this is gonna be a home run. We're gonna have a flip out screen, we're gonna have brand new redesigned menus, we're gonna have a body like the Sony A7R4, which in my opinion is one of the most ergonomic bodies from Sony. So I am actually very excited that this functionality is coming in a body like the Sony A7R4, and we're not gonna have to deal with a much bigger camera. Now, the other thing is that Sony is going to be implementing in this camera a brand new passive cooling system. How this is going to happen, we don't know, but one thing that we know is it's not going to have fans, and it's going to be maybe utilizing some materials to dissipate the heat. Now, talking about heat, this camera is claiming to have no overheating issues whatsoever in any of the modes, and this is going to be great news for a lot of people that right now are considering canceling the R5 or R6 purchase. Now, the other piece of information that we know is that the camera is going to have cross compatibility with CF Express Type A cards and also SD cards. So in the same slot, you're going to be able to use whatever cards you want. Now, this actually opens a brand new room of possibilities, because the Canon R5 cannot actually record video simultaneously onto both cards, because one is an SD card and the other one is a CF Express Type A, and for a lot of the modes, actually for most of the modes, you actually need a CF Express card. Now, the Sony is going to record anything, pictures and video, onto both cards, and you're not going to have a problem. Now, chances are that probably you're going to be required the CF Express Type A for some of the high-end 4K mode videos, but you have the capabilities there, so this is going to be actually outstanding. Now, this seems like it's going to be the camera to get, guys, and again, it's not going to do 8K video recording, but it's going to do 4K video. It's promising not to overheat, and a lot of people want that. They just want a steady flow. Having a camera that you can rely on with none of those caveats are going to be very important, and I'm assuming that a lot of people are going to be canceling the Canon R5 purchase or the Canon R6. So now take a look at this image right here, and it shows the battery door compartment. It seems like we're going to have a different system. Now, the one that we have in the Sony A7S3, you actually pull the door backwards and then it opens. This one seems like it has a little latch, maybe a little bit kind of like the other door that we had before. So I don't know, not a big deal right here, not a deal breaker. But the other news that we actually heard is that this camera is going to have removable port doors. Now, that is a much more welcome feature because actually I cut them all up from all of my cameras. So if I can remove it and put it whenever, you know, maybe I want to sell the camera, that is going to be really good. So guys, let me know what you think about the Sony A7S3. Are you excited about this camera? Are you going to be getting this camera? Are you going to be canceling the R5 or R6? What are your thoughts? Drop a comment down below, guys, and as always, if you enjoy the content, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel for more content like this one, and until then, guys, see you in the next video.